At approximately 1:30 this afternoon, CSPD received a call for service regarding a shooting here in the 1200 block of North Kingsley Drive. CSPD responded and located an adult female with several injuries. They also had located an adult male at a nearby park with a gunshot wound. The female does not have any gunshot wounds. Both were transported to an area hospital. That male has serious but non-life-threatening injuries from that gunshot wound. At this time, no arrests have been made, and it's still an active investigation. We're still working to determine how this started, how it came about. I will say that the parties are known to each other. We don't believe that this is random. We do believe that it's an isolated incident. We have not made any arrests at this time. It's still very active investigation, still working to determine what happened, what led up to the shooting, and if any arrests will be made.
Has everyone been accounted for who was involved?
Yes, everybody has been accounted for. Both people, both the female and the male, have been transported to area hospitals. Like I said, no arrests have been made, though.
You said the two of them didn't know each other. Can you say in what capacity the relationship?
I cannot. I just know that they were known to each other.
Is it true that you guys know of some prior calls of different kinds involving either these two people or at this address?
I do believe we have some premise history here at this location, though to what nature I couldn't say.
So there's no suspect at large?
There is not.
At what point is the school, I guess, all clear to look like people were getting picked up?
Yeah, I believe we lifted that lockdown pretty quickly. We did place Twain Elementary School on a lockdown just out of abundance of caution. You know, in the moments that we were responding, it was a little bit chaotic trying to determine what had happened, if we had a suspect at large. As soon as we knew that we didn't have a suspect at large and there was no threat to that school, we were able to lift that lockdown. I don't know exactly what time. I could probably get that timeline for you, though.
I saw a dog out here earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, could you speak on the purpose of bringing that dog?
I believe so. We have multiple canine officers that are on patrol. Oftentimes they just respond to calls as patrol officers. So just because he had a dog with him doesn't mean that we were using the dog in any specific way. He probably was just the nearest officer, especially responding to a call for service like a shooting in progress. Whoever's closest is who we're going to send as quickly as possible.
Is there a time frame on when some of these crime scene tape and the roads will be opened?
Yeah, we're going to be out here for the foreseeable future. I wouldn't say probably the next several hours for the north side of this block to be closed and for this crime scene tape to be up. We're going to have investigators coming out and processing this scene as well. So there'll be probably some other investigative cars coming. Our Metro Crime Lab will probably be headed out to process this scene. So it'll be quite a few more hours before we're clear of this area.
Those two people you said were transported. Had you talked to them at all about preliminary about what happened between either of their perspectives?
Yeah, I think our investigators have had some preliminary discussions, but of course right now, especially as they're headed to hospital, the most important thing is making sure that everybody's safe.
Did you say at least one GSW for now?
Yeah, the male had at least one gunshot wound. The female did have other injuries, but no gunshot wounds.
I know you said that the details are limited.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you can speak to the nature of what led to that call coming in?
Yeah.
You heard that maybe one of the parties was being held there against their will?
Yep, that is exactly what we're trying to investigate right now and determine. Like I said, I know you guys have a lot of questions. We have those questions too. So we're working to determine what led up to this, what their relationship is to each other, and how this call came about, how this shooting came to be. So that's exactly what this investigation is trying to determine.
When the police arrived on scene, did they just kind of happen to see that gentleman in the park, or did they follow any kind of clues? I heard there was some kind of blood trail.
Yeah.
Maybe led them to looking over there?
I believe the person who called in to 911, so we had a witness who called in and stated that they saw somebody running away, general direction of where they ran, so officers knew to respond to that area.
And was that the female was found in the house?
It was an unrelated reporting party who called 911, who heard the gunshot wounds, or heard the gunshots, that then called 911, reported what they saw, and officers were able to respond to both scenes.
Gotcha. I'm just saying, as far as that person was found there, was the other person found in the house or outside?
I believe so. I believe so, in the house, yes.
So the male was out here, female inside?
I believe so, yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Nothing? All right. Definitely be looking for things up on the blotter. I don't know how much more information we'll have, but by the time that comes up, we might have some other information, especially if any arrests are made. So let us know.